Hi guys, Flisk here. Welcome to another PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video. This time it's a solo victory. I've skipped all the boring parts because we're 24 minutes in. All I've done is looted some weapons and some clothing, a bag and such, and I've driven to the circle. That's literally all I've done. As you can see, the end circle, I jumped out in Puerto Paraiso, down here. And I had to take a car and drive really far north. I just kept driving, got a bunch of early weapons, kept driving. I think I ditched the car somewhere around here, I think. Looted a few of these buildings here, and then I moved up into this position, crossed the road here, moved into this position. So as we can see, the enemies, obviously in the replay function you get to see this kind of stuff. A crate just dropped here that I did see, but I didn't pick anything out of it. It's a solo game, remember, so no teams. So there's a guy in the town ahead of me. Again, I don't know he's there. I've not seen him. I've not heard him. Person there, and then these four people here. So this is the situation we're in. If I just come off the map. Replays in this appear to be bugged at the moment. I don't know whether it's because it's a relatively old replay or whether it's just the replay features being a bit shit. But about halfway through, my level 2 helmet turns into a military cap, the one with like the peak at the front. I don't know what's going on there. Also, my SCAR, while it is loaded, it constantly shows 0 ammo, but I assure you that it is loaded at this point. Anyway, so this is a solo victory, so I'm going to just talk you through what I did. We basically get to start with the action. Let's begin. I hear a vehicle move in. Now I decide not to fire because of the cover he's in. He fires at me and misses. Got a couple of stun grenades. Throw one thinking he's going there on the left. Have a quick look. He's not there, which means he must be around this side. There he is. Throw us another stun grenade against the rock this time. Get a good bounce so it's in the air. Flash. My aim was abysmal, but it didn't matter because even though he hit me, I assume he was suppressed, and that ends his game. Now you see on the mini-map, you see those guys, two guys to the north, they're about to meet each other and they don't know it yet. So I'm healing up using consumables. At this point, by the way, I didn't have much in the way of SCAR ammo. I had barely any SCAR ammo, and I don't think I had a huge amount of ump ammo either. So I decided to loot this guy. I'm not sure whether it's the right thing to do, but I'd go for it anyway. And what I managed to find, you can't see what I'm doing, but what I managed to find is an Arctic Warfare. And some ammo for said Arctic Warfare, and an 8x scope. So I'm basically swapping everything around, moving around just in case. There's the Arctic Warfare. I have to swap my SCAR on again because I think my SCAR had a decent scope for it. I can't remember why I swapped my SCAR there. Those are the two guys to my north have seen each other. They're throwing grenades at each other. I can hear that. Obviously I didn't know that at the time. So I managed to get an 8x scoped Arctic Warfare. And it had about 10 rounds left, I think. I was hoping that guy would stay still for a little bit longer. See, if I was any better at this game, I'd have been able to snap the headshot. I'm just not that good, although I do get a nice one in a moment. Now remember, this is a solo game, so if I take someone out, they're out for good. I decide that I'm not going to get caught out by the circle and I decide to move in. hoping some of these end people will kill each other. That's what I'm hoping for. So I only have to fight one person. I know there was a grenade over there, so that's why I'm looking over there. There's another high-powered sniper rifle to my left somewhere. But no shots aimed at me, so I'm pretty certain that no one can see me. They obviously heard me shoot and flash the guy earlier, but there's another grenade, those two in the north. There's only 5 alive now. Again, I do have ump ammo loaded, but the replay's bugged. I managed to find the level 3 helmet on that guy as well, and the level 3 back. Go for the headshot on this guy, or I'm intending to. But I decided to bide my time a little bit. Guy to the north has finished off the other guy, so that's 4 left. 3 left even. 4 including me. 40 seconds, I realise I've got to move because of the circle. I'm trying to make the area ahead of me a bit safer. He stands still for a second and that gets me the kill that I need. That gets me the headshot. I realise the circle's coming in. There's 2 enemies left. Saw the guy in the minimap looking my direction when I pulled the trigger, but obviously he doesn't know where I am exactly, and I figure, fuck it, I've got to go to the circle now. 5 seconds left before the blue comes in. Trying to get more around to the pinch, so it takes less time. And then I'm going to go right in with the circle. I'm trying to leave it as late as possible, so I force them to, attempting to try and get those 2 to fight each other, because if I can get those 2 to fight each other, it might help me out a little bit. Decide this rock's a good place to go. And I'm in the circle. And looking where the circle is, it's a clear open field practically in front of me. I've got the smallest area, so I have to the smallest area to the next circle, so I have to move at the latest compared to those 2. They're on a bigger edge on the outside, so they've got to move sooner than I do, because my side's going to move in slower. Drink the last of my consumables. And now it's just a waiting game. Pretty sure I wasn't aiming at the dead rock, like, on my screen. I'm not sure if that's a replay feature or what. That's not where I was aiming. It's a bit weird. All 3 of us are waiting. I mean, we're all thinking the same thing. We're just going to wait until the circle. But I decided to make an early gamble. I decided I'm getting to the circle before I have to. Again, I'm aiming a lot higher than this because I'm trying to shoot the guy up the hill, but the replay is just kind of bugged out. That's not where I was aiming. I was aiming up on the hill. And now they're shooting at each other, and he's took the other guy out with a Mini 14. See, I'm aiming higher than that on my screen. I'm aiming... And you can't see the enemy, so the replay is bugged really badly because there's no enemy there. And that's not where I'm aiming. What is wrong with this game? Okay, yeah, so the replay feature is really, really bugged. I don't know what's going on there. Essentially, I think there's a building that hasn't loaded in. I think that's what's happened here. There's a building right in front of me that you can't see. There is a building, and he's on the left-hand side of this building as I shoot him. But it's just not loaded. There's a building there, and it's just not loaded. It's just a little hut. You can see it on the mini-map, a little hut on the edge of the circle, literally right on the edge of where that circle is. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.